Hi, we're here with Lee Picard with the National Weather Service. Great last name, by the way. I'm sure you get that a
Thank
lot.
you.
But not only do you have a great last name, you have a great wealth of information for us. Can you let me know what is going on? I woke up and there was still lots of snow and ice outside.
Yeah,
Looking to find out.
yeah, it snowed. We had a transition to snow right around midnight, and it snowed for probably a good 5, 6 hours through much of the night. Another maybe 1 to 2.5 inches fell for a lot of the area. So far this morning, it has moved out to the east, so we are sort of out of the threat here. There could be a few flakes that manage to fall through the rest of the morning, but we're heading up into the 40s, so anything by this afternoon that makes it to the ground is going to be rain. And after 36 hours of wintry weather here, we should start seeing some melting. I know a lot of the roads have snow on them, so things are going to slowly melt off today. We're going to drop below freezing again tonight, so maybe some of those wet spots get a little slick, but then tomorrow we should have another good chance to melt the roads dry, hopefully. So not totally out of the woods, but probably nothing left to accumulate for us.
That's great news. It's Valentine's Day. I imagine lots of people have plans this evening, so they may be able to, if they are careful and smart, travel out in the metro area today.
Yes, yeah, it sounds like the road crews are out there working, doing their job now. So it seems like a lot of the major roads are in pretty good shape. Some of the side streets are still a little tough. So take it slow, give yourself a little extra time, a little extra distance. But yeah, we should be mostly dry today. And compared to the last few days, a little mild feeling. None of these 20s anymore. It should be up in the 40s again. So feel kind of warm, maybe.
I was gonna say that's Portland summer, eh?
Yeah, right.
Um, that's great. Are there still some higher elevation places that may be impacted by some wintry weather for the rest of the week, possibly?
Yeah, so mostly the Cascades and then the Gorge and a little east of the Gorge. There's still some shower activity kind of going on in the high terrain. They're cold enough that we still could see some snow today. I wouldn't say a lot, maybe an inch or two of accumulation. Um, as we warm up here in the valley, they're going to warm up as well, meaning they could also have some chances for some of that mixed precipitation, maybe a little bit of ice. And as we get into the far side of the weekend, tomorrow looks dry, but Saturday night into Sunday, we get another system off the Pacific. Looks like it's going to be rain here in the city. High terrain could see more in the way of wintry mix, though.
Totally. And not to plug us, but on Oregon Live, we have a great story about where's your elevation and what's happening there. So you can check that out. Is there anything else you want people to know about what's going on with the weather? Because you're the weather guy.
Yeah, I would say just stay aware with the roads today as things thaw, especially if you live south of Portland, so closer to Salem and even south, farther south in the Willamette Valley. That's where the most significant ice accumulation was last night. There's some reports over a quarter inch of ice. As again, that's going to melt today, but if it's say on a tree or on a power line or on your roof, there could be places where ice is falling. We don't have a lot of accumulation that it would cause a lot of harm, but just be aware around you. If you hear the ice cracking, it's because it's melting off of those things. So other than that, it's mostly going to be a travel thing. Just stay aware on the roads, and like I said, give yourself a little extra time, go a little slower, a little extra following space.